If you guys are looking for the cheapest and most reliable coins on the market, make sure to head over to utnice.com. You're going to click on FIFA 21 right here, choose your platform you're buying coins on, choose the amount of coins you'd like to purchase, click buy now, and then put in the discount code CHIEF for 6% off your order. Now let's go ahead and let's get right into this video. What's up guys, it's Fifa Chief here and welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we have for you some more insane trading methods that are going to help you make a ton of coins on FIFA 21. Now if you are enjoying the content or you are new around here, I ask that you guys do please hit that subscribe button. We're going to try to hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of FIFA 21, so it would mean a lot if you did subscribe. And then make sure to check out all the links in the description, like Twitch for all my daily live streams, Discord for all sorts of trading advice and investments, and then all the other links down there as well. And with that said, let's go ahead and let's jump right into these trading methods. And if you guys would please drop a like on the video right now, it does really help me out, so hit that thumbs up. But getting into this, we're gonna do kind of a different style of trading than a lot of you may know, and something that I think flies under the radar for how good it is, and it's gonna be manager trading. So we're gonna jump into a couple different leagues, nations, and different ways to do this. So let's go ahead and dive right in. The first thing we're gonna be looking at is Brazilian managers here. If we look at the price of these Brazilian managers, these guys are going right around 2.5K, I believe. So these are gonna sell for 2.4K, basically. They're the cheapest card then. So if you sell for 2.4K, you're going to lose 120 coins on tax. So I would typically try to pick these guys up for about 2.1K or less. Now there is something a bit weird about managers, and that is that they don't get listed up on the market as much. There isn't as much supply just because they aren't in packs as much as players, and people don't list them up as much because a lot of people don't know that these guys actually sell. So when it comes to trying to win these cards, I typically don't do sniping because it takes too long. Typically, if a card does pop up, you are going to get it because not a ton of people will be sitting there sniping managers, but it just takes far too long. So I prefer to actually go in and do bidding. I think it's a lot more efficient in terms of how many cards you're going to win and how many cards are basically popping up for you. It's just much quicker. So I go through and I try to do bidding. As you can see, we went through and we bid on a couple cards there that are going to be coming through soon. But the thing is, as I mentioned, since these don't get listed up on the market as much, there won't be as many to bid on as well. I mean, you can see there's only, what, 4 cards here that expire within the next 10 minutes. So what you do is you're going to do multiple different nations and leagues at the same time. So after Brazil, the next one that I like to do is French managers. And these guys right now, as you can see, are relatively expensive, going for about 3,300 coins. One did sell for 3K like 30 seconds before I started the video. So these are selling. So let's say you sell for 3.2K where there's nothing listed, you're going to lose 160 coins on tax. So typically try to pick these guys up for about 2,800 or less is usually a good price. And again, first thing I'll do is I'll go to bidding and see if I'm able to get a card here. As you can see, there's a Zidane there that's expiring very soon that we're going to keep an eye on. I'm going to go through and bid on all of these cards just so I have them in my transfer targets ready to go and I can see them when they're going to expire. So I'll go through, bid on all those, and again, you can try sniping, but that's not really my go-to method. I was doing some special card trading here. Yeah, nothing really went for too crazy of a price there. This Rebic could win for 10.5K. Someone just went and bought that Zidane for 5,000 coins. I just don't understand. I don't know if they accidentally bought it or what's going on, but whoever it is, they're in the mud. This Ferretti here, not really worth. I mean, we're doing 2,100 or less. We'll sell for 2,400, so it's still gonna be profit there. But again, we don't have cards that expire anytime soon. I mean, quickly, I want to check how much this Rebic actually goes for while we're doing this video. He's about 30K, you know. About 30K. We're going to keep an eye on that while we're doing this trading. So we'll do that. Now, after you do that, there are some different leagues and nations that you can try out. Those are my two favorite, are Brazil and French for the manager trading. Next up, where you're going to jump into is the Netherlands. And this is a bit of a weird one. I don't know why I went over here. They're in top 9 nations. This is a bit of a weird one in that the Netherlands managers are typically always extinct. However, they're extinct at 5,000 coins. That's the max price for managers. So basically, if you sell these guys for 5,000, which they'll sell pretty quickly, you would lose 250 on tax. So anything 4,700 cheaper is going to be profit for you. Now, the only way you can do this obviously is sniping, because you can't bid on cards that aren't there. So you would have to do sniping, and basically I would give this a go, see if you're able to win some cards, but I wouldn't waste too much time on it. If a card does pop up and someone beats you to it, I would literally just leave that filter and move to something else, because basically that means there's other people on that filter and it's not worth doing it then. That's basically my thought process. If there's someone else on that filter where there aren't many cards popping up in the first place, it's not going to be worth you sitting there trying to snipe those cards. So Brazil and France kind of my go-tos, and then the Netherlands kind of just another random one that you can try out. Now, something to keep in mind as well with managers is that when you get different objectives and different SBCs and stuff, different managers will go up in price. For example, if we were to get, like, we got an Atoll objective, I would go and check Algeria managers. I would go and check League One managers, because both of those have the potential to go up because of the great objective card out that a lot of people may want to get, and they want to get him on chemistry with some managers. So League One managers right now selling about 500, 450 coins, as you can see there. So if these were to sell for 450, I would try to pick up for 300 or less. Again, going to be great cards to bid on here. 150 there, 150 there. Not a ton of cards on the market, as you can see, but there's a couple different ways to go about this as well. I mean, obviously you could sit here and you could snipe very, very easy. These will probably pop up quicker than the Brazilian and French ones, just because a lot of people will sit here and list these cards for 200 coins just because they'll see they're really cheap. So this is a way to go about it as well, is pick a league and kind of look through it there. Now, something I haven't looked at is Algeria managers. I want to see if there are any, or if they're going for anything. I mean, if there are any on the game, they're extinct. I kind of doubt there's any Algeria managers, but again, I don't really know. But if there is, that could potentially be something to snipe as well. It's just something to keep an eye on in terms of, like, just a very simple thing that with an SBC or an objective, different managers do go up in price, and it's not something a lot of people think about with those. Like, for example, I bet these Brazilian managers went up in price when Bernard and Allen came out together. And the French one, I mean, we got 3 Brazilian footies cards here. I bet these were much, much cheaper before. We got 4 Brazilian footies cards. I haven't even... That's an outrageous amount of Brazilian footies cards. My goodness. Japanese managers, for example, with Miura. It's kind of like link investing, but with managers. Like, for example, with Miura, Prime Icon Moments Nakata went up in price because he gets links to Miura. But something that a lot of people wouldn't think about is maybe Japanese managers going up in price because of Miura. Are there Japanese managers on the game is the question. I don't really know. If there are, they're extinct. So that's a thing as well. And you could check Japanese league managers, but I really doubt if there are any, again, that they went up in price. Because just like with these unpopular ones, I mean, I guess they're 1,300 a piece. Now, what people like to do with these is they like to just buy different managers and apply a Japanese league manager card to them. So that's something you could do as well to make more coins, but I'll probably make another video on that to kind of explain exactly how you can do that to make coins with that. But again, my go-tos would be Brazil and France for sure. All the other ones are kind of ones you can try out but aren't really my thing. I think I went for 11.5k. I wonder what his actual... Wow, this Ravage went for 20.25 and he was like 30k. That Zidane would have been a good deal to win as well. Oi! There we go. We get a card there. We get a Brazilian for 1,800. We know he sells 2,400, and we got a French league guy for 200, and we know he goes for 450. So we're making coins here. We're making friends. We're making coins. Can't complain about that. Cannot complain about that. Let's kind of list these guys up and show you what kind of profit we're looking at. So this card, again, only going to be like 250 coins profit there. And then this card, 600 coins there. So it's something I like to do maybe before you go and play a game, you go and bid on a bunch of managers. Maybe before you're going in to do some league SBCs, you go bid on a bunch of managers. It's just something really simple that you could win some easy bids just because people don't really pay attention to managers' prices and how much they're selling for. So you can typically get them pretty cheap on bid, as long as there's not someone doing the exact same method as you. So these are still going to go for about 3K. Someone kind of mass listing or just listing too many of these at once. But we get this one 2,600. Usually Zidane sells for more. I'm going to list him like 3,200. Even if he's like a weird league that people change him to, people just like to have that Zidane manager. So he does go for more. And it looks like we're going to get another card for a good price here as well. So we're going to go ahead and see if we win this. We got some good deals coming in here. 1,900 on him, 1,800, 2,200. Gonna bid on that Zidane again as well. Wow, we're actually gonna get this 2,100. I'm gonna list this guy for 3,000 coins. That'll be another 900 coins profit as well. So that is some brilliant stuff. So again, there aren't a ton of cards on the market, so it isn't just like constant bidding making tons of coins, but it is a really good method to get some easy wins on bid if you're struggling for coins, just because not a ton of people do the method. Manager trading, again, like I mentioned, is kind of an underrated method, something that flies under the radar for how many coins it can make you. But guys, that's gonna be it for this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.